All right, hello there. Welcome to another wee bit different video. Today's video, we're gonna go back into NBA weekly discussion. We've been doing it for quite some time now, and this past week of NBA has been really all over the place. Like, there's been some crazy moments and some moments that I'm just left definitely dumbfounded. You know, as always, we'll look through the standings of how things are playing out, talk about some players' play, and then I want to talk about you know, specific players and their decision making, and maybe look at some film, and we can talk about that. But anyway, let's get straight into it. So the Celtics here, 22-7, just come off a win against the Lakers, had lost 2 in a row, so coming back after blowing the lead was definitely big time for them, because you don't want to lose 3 in a row. Celtics are just really good. Bucks at 20-7, same losses, so if they just win 2 flat out, they'll be even Steven. Bucks are obviously a really good team with Giannis, Chris Middleton, and Drew. I've said it time and time again, but they're obviously really good. You know, it doesn't take a genius to figure that one out. Cavaliers 17-11, 5 of 5 in their last 10, not ideal. The Nets are on a roll, 8 of 10 in their 8-2 in their last 10, won 4 in a row. KD's playing really well, Kyrie's playing really well, and team in general just seems a lot more locked in. Still some mistakes during the games where I'm just like, I don't know, but you can't deny a winning streak is a good thing, and obviously this Nets team needs it. 76ers 15-2. Embiid's been playing his ass off. Dropped 53 points against the Hornets, and then yesterday, I'm recording this on Wednesday, so the Tuesday game they played. Who did the Sixers beat? The Kings. Embiid played really well. When he's on the court, they feed him the ball. When he's off the court, they become much more of a 3-point reliant team. Just, you know, passing the ball, swinging it around. So all in all, Sixers definitely are playing really well as of late. Obviously just won 3 in a row. The Knicks, who have won 4 in a row and is the most mid team ever, is 14-13, 7-7 at home, 7-6 away. So as long as they lose one more away game, they'll be 7-7 at home, 7-7 away, and 14-14. Now, I think they play today. So if they lose, we're back on that mid streak. Sorry, I'm being a hater. I just think it's funny, but I need to chill. Hawks have been really disappointing. Picking up DeJounte Murray heading into the season, you thought that it would elevate the Hawks more, but it seems like DeJounte and Trey just aren't meshing and gelling the way that the front office had hoped they would, especially the fans. And I don't know, Trae Young can't knock down a 3 right now. It's just not falling down. The team in general just looks, you know, awful defensively. Not a whole lot of offense going right now with John Collins and DeJounte out now. It's just, it's rough. It's a rough stretch for the Hawks. Pacers 14-14, lost 2 in a row. Not surprised to see the Pacers at the 8th seed. I think that as the season goes, they'll definitely fall. Raptors 13-14, 3-11 away. Just a terrible away team. Phenomenal home team. It's just so weird. So weird. The Heat 13-15. Heat, same thing. Come out looking fire, come out looking like garbage. A lot of that though is because of player injuries. I won't fault it all on the Heat, but yeah, they just can't stay healthy. The Bulls, I think flat out are just disappointments, period. They have players who should be able to get you a better record than 11-15. DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Nikola Vucevic, role player Alex Caruso, Ayo Dosunmu. Patrick Williams needs to be a better rebounder, but he still should be better, and it's just everything about the Bulls right now is disappointing. Wizards 11-17, lost 7 in a row. We always knew that they weren't going to be a good team. I've said it time and time again. Magic 8-20, Hornets 7-20, Pistons 7-20. Cade Cunningham is out for the season. Terrible news for Pistons fan, because you want to see him develop, especially in his second season. But you know, you were going to tank anyway. It's just now it's just going to stay that way no matter what. Obviously, Cade Cunningham wasn't going to come in and just fix things, but yeah, it's just rough all around. And LaMelo Ball might be coming back tonight, so I mean, not that the Hornets are going to compete, but it's going to be nice for them to just see their star player back, you know. Moving on to the Western Conference side, I've said it time and time again. throughout these weekly discussion videos. But hold on, where's my water? Do I not got water on deck, bro? Water. Essential stuff. Anyway, I should probably put back to what matters. I've said it time and time again, but the Pelicans need to be a top seed. They have the talent. They have great head coach. They have all the pieces to be a great regular season team. Obviously, the playoffs, they're still young, so who knows what could happen there. But they need to take advantage of what they have going for themselves and not fumble the bag. They should be a top 3 seed without question. And now they're the first seed. They've done what I've said that they've been able to do, which is get here. Will they maintain it? That's a whole different question. But even with BI out, 8 of 2 in the last 10, it's just been solid. Grizzlies 18-9, 1-6 in a row. John Morant has been phenomenal. Jaren Jackson has been just a paint protector times a million. Grizzlies got it going right now, even with Desmond Bane out and John Contract coming in and starting for him. Nuggets 16-10. They're a weird team. Nuggets are a really weird team because like they can look so bad in certain moments, and typically from 3-seeded teams and above you get consistent play, but the Nuggets are just really weird. And you know, then you have Jokic pull a rabbit out of his hat, or Jamal Murray playing like trash the first 3 quarters and then the 4th quarter just play amazing. It's just weird. But nevertheless, 16-10 team. Suns 16-12, lost 5 in a row. Abysmal stretch for the Suns. Nothing good about it. They just lost to the Rockets. Obviously they didn't have Devin Booker, but no excusing that. Mikal Bridges was just bricking everything he shot. It was an abysmal performance through and through. And for the first half alone, they just couldn't shoot crap. It was honestly really nasty. Trailblazers 15-2. Dame Time is back doing Dame Time things. Definitely something that you're going to see continue as long as he remains healthy. Clippers 16-13, 6th seed. Just 1-2 in a row. We'll see what they do. I mean, I think the biggest thing about Clippers is staying healthy, especially for them having Kawhi and PG and John Wall, Norman Powell, you know, guys that are just in and out. If they can stay healthy, we'll see what they can do. And right now they're at the 6th seed. Kings are 14-12, lost 2 in a row. De'Aaron Fox, I highlighted him last week in my video, but he is just not playing well at all. Like at all. Let's actually just go into this real quick. Go into De'Aaron Fox, because it is just surprising how bad he's been playing. I mean, dude, 13 points, 5 for 15, 1 for 7. If I could go into his more recent games, but that's gonna take me a little while. I'm not gonna lie. So you know what? Screw it. Let's do it. Let's go into his more recent games. I'm just trying to show y'all what I'm seeing right now, and it's gross. Game log. So this is his past 4. 13 points, 15 points, 16 points, 14 points, and then 1 for 7 from 3, 1 for 6 from 3, 2 for 7 from 3, 1 for 4 from 3, 5 for 15, 5 for 16, 5 for 14, 5 for 12. Like, bro, you're logging less minutes. You're not as efficient. He's in a massive slump right now, man. De'Aaron needs to get it together because his team desperately needs him. You can't have Sabonis do everything. And right now, everything's coming very, very hard for Fox. I hope he turns it around. It's nice to see him in his rhythm, but right now it is off. Jazz 16-14, still at the 8th seed. Mavericks, so much better of a team than a 9th seed. They'll pick it up as the season goes. Warriors 14-14, 10th seed. Massively disappointing season so far. A lot of time left to turn it around, but I just don't know how. It just seems like their bench unit just isn't enough to get them through games. Timberwolves 13-14, Lakers 11-16. I'm tired of talking about the Lakers, bro. Like, I'm a Laker fan. It's just so depressing. It is so depressing. Seriously. Thunder 11-16, lost 2 in a row, but let me say this right now. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is doing everything that he can to put them in a position to win. They're just not doing it at all. Spurs 9-18, Rockets 9-18. And now that we're here, I want to make a change to the worst NBA team in the league. At the beginning of the season, I said it was the Magic. Then I changed it, and it was to the Rockets. But Jalen Green's play as of late, we are not going to change it from the Rockets. Let's go all the way up here. Do y'all know who I'm going to pick? Do y'all know who I'm going to pick? I hope you know. The Pistons. Now that Cade Cunningham's out for the season, I just don't see how they're going to be able to really do much of anything. Like, you're going through Bogdanovic, who is averaging 20 points per game, and honestly, I don't think he should be, but because of the team he's on, he is. Saddiq Bey's solid, but just mad inconsistent because he's young. Killian Hayes is just not it. He shows flashes of something, but then makes boneheaded plays the next second. The Pistons in general just need a lot of development, and I don't think it's a coaching thing. Obviously, it's a roster thing. Like, their entire roster in general is just young and built not to win now, obviously, and basically saying, hey, when Wembanyama time, we're really trying to be about that. And it's just gross. Watching the Pistons play isn't beautiful basketball. They actually had a solid game against the Lakers, though. To no surprise, everyone has a solid game against the Lakers. It's just show out time when you play Lakers. But other than that, Pistons just try to find every single way to not win a game. Yeah, not ideal. Anyway, real quick, let's look at some player stats before we look into some videos and like discussing some things. So leading the league in points now that he's eligible is Joel Embiid, 33.3 points, Luka 2, Shea 3, Giannis 4, and JT, who just lit up the Lakers for like 40-some points, at 30. Gotta say, I have a hard time imagining he can maintain 33.3, but if he does, probably gonna lock in for an MVP. Rebounds per game, AD been a badass on the boards. Unfortunately, not in clutch moments, but on the boards, he's been an absolute badass. Just looking at the rest of this, all of it falls in line the way you feel like it should. Assists per game, Tyrese Halliburton, no surprise there. Honestly, none of this really is a surprise. 8-pointer from Luka, I mean, field goal percentage, that it's basically all paint scores. That's all it's gonna ever be. 3-pointers made, Stephen Curry 126, Buddy Hield 101, Anthony Simons 100, Malik Beasley 99, Jason Tatum 94. If Damian Lillard was healthy, he'd be on that list. 3-point percentage, Damian Lee actually went down 2%, so he was 49% heading into last night. Now he's 47% because he was showing up bricks. Malcolm Brogdon 48, Isaiah Joe 47, BI 46, Al Horford 46. Blocks per game, Brook Lopez 2.9, absolute beast on that. Seriously, paint protection is very important, and he's bringing it. Miles Turner 2.4, Nick Claxton 2.2, AD 2.2, and Mitchell Robinson 1.9. But let me say this: as soon as Jaren Jackson becomes eligible for this, he will be on this list. He has been an absolute monster in the paint protection category. And then steals per game, long arms, OG, D'Anthony Melton, Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Halliburton, DeJounte, and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Nothing too crazy here, but here are your updated stats for this week. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into some film. Okay, so we're back. We're gonna actually look at some film from the Lakers game yesterday. As depressing as it is for me to watch, I want to go over some things that pissed me off really like a lot. This is the final 3 minutes and 1 second, 3 minutes 1 second of regulation. So LeBron over here is gonna hit a shot. The follow-up to this, our defense, this is a problem, and I'm gonna show y'all why. So he hits a shot. Okay, get back in defense. Get back in defense. Why? They're playing fast, but look at this. Why are we at like this right now, where AD's this far up? You're not worried about this guy hitting a shot. Troy Brown, do your thing. Russell Westbrook, you're fine. But look where Marcus Smart is. Isolated. AD, why are you that far up? Coming out the switch, okay, that's fine. But here's the thing, guys. This is why we don't get stuck. Troy Brown, you see him. Y'all can see my mouse, hopefully. Look, that is not a good screen. Troy Brown can see him coming. There's no reason why you can't go over now, where Jason Tatum's at, there is no pressure on you. That's just lazy. 2, AD's not even bothering to hedge if he is. Not even showing any threat to Marcus Smart. So Marcus Smart's just going to zoom by. Bron's going to stand there because he's not going to have any help side if it does get kicked out. Because look at this. I mean, Marcus Smart just bodies Reeves. And yeah, you switched, but you didn't have to switch. Troy Brown go through earlier and actually glue on him and you'll be fine. There's no problem there. But Marcus Smart's going to go finish and he's isolated. Bron's just going to watch because, I mean, honestly, he probably could have come in to help and give Robert Williams open 3, but he didn't. I think that was lazy as well. This whole defensive possession was just terrible. They play fast. Okay, you come back. So this right here, as this plays on, is going to piss me off because right here, you got 6 seconds to get a decent shot off. Bron's standing, no step back, you're tired. Terrible shot. Okay, try to get the board. Okay, now get back. Get back. Get back. And watch right here. This is what bugs me. Look at Bron right here. Okay, your assignment, smart. Russ, stay on Conchar. You're not really worried about him doing his thing. Troy Brown's got help side because of Robert Williams. So AD is going to come up on JB. Come up. Marcus Smart is simply just going to just run across. Run across. Bron doesn't have to do much. All he's got to do is either run through or run behind. Look at this. Look at this. Look what Marcus Smart does. He's not doing anything special. Bron's like, all right, whatever, I'm chilling. So Marcus Smart just runs across right here. No one to stop him. AD can't really go because you can't leave the ball. But Bron's just watching. Look, Bron's watching. That wasn't a screen. That was not a screen. Bron's watching. Marcus Smart comes across. Wide open for a 3. Troy Brown, if he did the right thing, he would have had a help side. Wasn't really going to make it in their time. It's not his fault. But if he would have done the right thing, would have come across help side, they would have had to swing it out. But you give Robert Williams that 3 instead of Marcus Smart. Didn't happen. Smart gets a wide open 3. He hits it. It's just lazy defense. Like, that's so lazy. That is not winning basketball. And obviously,
they say the stars come out in LA. For sure they
obviously this is just not clutch. Like, there's literally no excuse for this. AD has not been clutch all season.
It remains a 2-point game with a
been phenomenal, but in these moments when you got to knock down free throws, you got to knock them down. Terrible. Inexcusable. Okay, so this defensive position isn't that bad, but in my opinion, you got to make someone else other than JT and JB shoot the ball. Anyone else. I understand that you like LeBron in the final seconds, but JT's balling out of his mind, turns around, gets a good shot. That is a great shot because there's no contest. So this is a typical standard shot. Make someone else other than JT and JB shoot the ball. Gets a good shot. Okay, whatever. Not an ideal defensive possession, but JT is just good. And this right here is cemented as garbage. It's every time. So screen. Okay, you get the switch on Robert Williams. Whatever. Back out, isolate. So Bron is chilling. Like, look at this. He is chilling. Bro, there's 15 seconds after the shot. 16.6 seconds. Why, with 3 seconds left, do we not even have ourselves in a position to score the ball? So look at this. I mean, set the screen, you get the switch. You do what you got to do. Okay, switch. You got Robert Williams. You're faster than Robert Williams. Bron's waited that long. Now he has 3.7 seconds to get a shot off. Now, Bron, he's faster and stronger. Go. Attack the rim. Attack the rim. Get him a little midi. Pass it out to Reeves. Obviously, it's not ideal to get a Westbrook 3, but even pass it out to Troy Brown if JB comes and helps out. AD with the lob, but you have to attack sooner. Now that you have 3 seconds, you can't really get that lob off, but you still can get a pass. Regardless, though, Bron's still taking time, doesn't do anything. Okay, look at that. JB came like I said he would. Contra ended up coming. Could have swung it out to Troy Brown for a wide open 3. Still had 1.8 seconds. That's enough time, but you get this shot off. We're tied. The Lakers are tied. Why are you shooting a 3 and a fader 3 at that? And you just don't even. It's not even a good shot. It didn't even look good. Didn't rim out or anything. Just didn't hit. Then you go into overtime, and I mean, dude, AD was gassed. People want to blame Russell Westbrook for whatever, but AD was gassed. Bron didn't want to get the ball. Russ had to shoot the ball because no one was doing anything. There was no floor movement. AD was on his, like, he was just putting his arms on his knees, bending over the whole overtime. It was despicable. Terrible defense, terrible offense, not winning basketball. I get it. I completely understand why they're tired. Played a lot of minutes, coming off a long road trip. I completely understand, but you can't blame anyone but yourselves because that's not winning basketball. Didn't do it on the defensive end. Offensive end, making poor decisions. 89 hitting clutch free throws. Overtime, literally just being gassed. Like, at what point do we say, all right, Thomas Bryant, just come in. AD's not moving. Like, he's not moving. He wasn't doing anything at all on both sides because he was gassed. So, just a terrible sequence all in all. As a Laker fan, I was very frustrated watching, and people want to blame Westbrook for shooting what he shot in the overtime, but they're literally very uneducated basketball watchers, and they're talking out of their ass because look at the sets, look at where AD is placed, where Bron is placed. They are standing with their hands on their hips, or AD with his hands on his knees, bending over. They can't do anything. So Russ had 2 buckets in OT early on, and after that they're like, bro, all right, we're just not gonna let him take it. But no one else is moving, so what do you want Russ to do? What do you want him to do? He did what he could. That's not his fault. Who is it on? For one, it's Darvin Ham with lineups, and at some point you got to call timeout and just drop a good play. 2, I understand that AD has to be in, but does he have to be in? He can't move. Like, he's gassed, bro. Give my man 2 minutes rest. Put him in with 3 minutes in OT. He wasn't doing anything anyway because he wasn't moving. Bron, I mean, terrible defense, offense. Like, it's just, I don't know, man. It was frustrating all around. Guys were clearly tired. Not ideal, but you know, as always, appreciate y'all for watching. I'm gonna see y'all next week, hopefully with some better news for Laker fans. For y'all, you Laker haters, better celebrate while you can. I don't think it's gonna be like this forever, but it is what it is. Appreciate y'all for watching. This is Ollie Been Different on We Been Different, and we out.